In the world of scouting and survival, seeing without being seen is your greatest asset. Welcome to Basic Observation Skills, where we'll learn mastering positioning, scanning, documentation, and stealth to gather critical intelligence undetected. Positioning keeps you hidden while maximizing your view. In a prone position, you'll lie flat to blend in with the ground and reducing your profile to nearly zero. You'll need to find natural cover, so use bushes, rocks, or logs to conceal your body and break up your silhouette. Also, avoid skylines and never position yourself on ridges or against open horizons. Silhouetting makes you an easy target. Having a clear line of sight means choosing spots with a direct view of your target but hidden from their perspective. For example, a ditch near a trail offers cover and a view, while a hilltop exposes you. Systematic scanning ensures that you miss nothing. Using the overlapping method, you should divide your view into sectors, left to right or vice versa, and scan each for 10 to 15 seconds. Overlap slightly to cover every inch. Look for anomalies, and spot movement, odd shapes, or colors that don't quite match, like a glint of metal or a shadow that shifts. Realize that patience is key, and rushing means that you'll miss details. For example, a slow scan might reveal a hidden sniper where a quick glance sees only trees. Practice in varied terrains to train your eyes for different patterns. Stealth will keep you invisible. Minimize your movement. The human eye catches sudden motion, and specifically, it's believed that our peripheral vision is designed to catch movement as an evolutionary means of survival, so scanning peripherally can be a good way of catching movement as well. Move only when necessary, doing so slowly and deliberately. You should do everything that you can to eliminate shine on your kit. Cover reflective surfaces like watches, binoculars, or weapons with tape, mud, or matte paint to avoid glints. Oftentimes, smudging mud over the face of a watch can do a great job of reducing glint. You also need to control sound. Silence your noisy gear and breathe quietly to avoid detection. I've personally replaced a lot of metallic zippers on my own kit on things like backpacks to help reduce noise. Break up shapes by using camouflage or natural cover to disrupt your human silhouette. For example, leaves on a ghillie suit blend you into a forest. Check out our previous video on camouflage and concealment for more information, which is linked in the description. Check your setup in sunlight to spot reflections before they betray you. You can also have a buddy give you a once-over, checking your gear to identify any easy-to-see elements that might give you away. By creating sketches, you'll draw terrain, landmarks, or enemy positions with details like distances or sizes. A quick sketch of a bridge can guide your team later and help with preparations and planning attacks or coordinating ambushes. In your notes, you should record specifics like enemy numbers, weapons, or patrol times in a concealed notebook. They should be stored in a Ziploc bag or something similar to prevent moisture from destroying your notes. Timeliness involves writing while observing to capture details accurately. It's a good idea to have a spotter or team member with you to break up duties to help make sure you are capturing every detail. In regard to operational security, you should keep your notes hidden to avoid compromising your mission. For example, use coded symbols to obscure sensitive intel. And remember, if you have sensitive notes or maps on you and you are captured, you may compromise not only yourself, but the rest of your team as well. Mastering the art of being motionless and breathing is a stealth superpower. Remaining motionless involves training to stay still for 20 to 30 minutes, even in tough positions, to avoid detection. You should start with short sessions and build endurance. It can be extremely difficult, but if enemies are near you, you need to be able to remain completely still. Remember that movement will give you away. You should be using slow, shallow breaths to minimize chest movement and noise. Practice in a forest to hear how quiet you can be. In a high-stress environment, your heart rate and breathing will increase, as will the noise you make. Staying quiet could be the difference between being captured and making it home. You should also be testing in varied conditions. Test in rain, heat, or cold to prepare for real-world challenges. These skills will help you outweight even the most alert enemy. In diverse terrains, train in forests, fields, or urban areas to adapt to different visuals. For example, urban alleyways require spotting subtle movement in clutter. Realistic drills allow you to simulate enemy patrols or wildlife tracking to hone scanning and stealth. Gear checks involve regularly testing for shine or noise in your setup, especially in sunlight or wind. Imagine, if you will, using a poncho as part of a temporary observation position. The wind picks up and suddenly your poncho is flapping in the breeze. It will not only look unnatural, but will also make a tremendous amount of noise. The Civilian Rifleman app offers drills to build these skills, helping you stay sharp and unseen. It's slated to roll out on the Apple Store in November, and we're hoping for an Android release in the first quarter of 2026. Basic observation skills make you a master of unseen intelligence. Position smartly, scan systematically, document accurately, and stay stealthy to gather critical intel without a trace. Practice these techniques to see it all while staying invisible. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.